welcome to your practice. This is a slow flow. If you're just feeling tired, feeling lazy, feeling unmotivated, and you want to move gently and stay close to the earth. On an inhale, arch your spine, lift your chest, exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. And continuing just like that. Establishing your Ujjayi breath. Each exhale, gentle tone of the back of the throat muscles to make that audible yawning sound. After your next inhale, pause through center. Inhale, stretch your arms wide and up to the sky. Exhale, side bend, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend, right. Left arm right alongside the ear. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. This time, exhale, side bend left, and let's linger right here. You want to take it a little bit deeper, bring your right hand behind your back, and you might drop the head toward the left shoulder. Slowly untuck the arm. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, side bend, right. An option to tuck the hand behind the back. You might even reach for the right hip as you let the head go. Sometimes I like to gently move the head forward and back a little bit, creating some space between the tops and the bottom rows of teeth. Let the tongue release toward the bottom of the mouth. Untuck the arm, inhale through center. Exhale, palms to the heart. Come to hands and knees. You might like to pad your knees with a blanket or a towel. It would be helpful to have a block or a book, a strap, belt, or scarf for this practice. In your hands and knees shape, start to make some circles with the spine. And in the other direction. Pause through chest center. Check your hands. Make sure that your wrist crease are parallel to the front edge of the mat. You could even turn your fingers out slightly if the shoulders are tighter. And then grip through the tips and the base of the fingers so the heel of the hand gets light. And keeping that, stretch the hips up and away from the earth for a bent knee, downward facing dog. From your heart, stretch down and out through your hands, or stretch up and back through your hips. And begin to move, pulse, side, any ways that feel good. You might bend through one knee and stretch through the opposite heel. And slowly find a neutral dog. Lower the knees to the floor and come all the way down to laying on your belly. Let the legs go. Hold your arms and bring your palms to touch. This shape is called Bhumi Shodhana. One who takes refuge in the earth to cleanse yourself with the energies of earth and make an offering of your whole week. Make an offering of your breakthroughs, your confusions, your sorrows, your gratitude. Make an offering of everything that came at you and through this week. Let it be held by the earth. Let yourself be held by Mama Earth. And plant your hands right alongside the rib cage. Hug your outer forearms in. And as you glue the tops of the feet to the floor, a little sway through your upper body. Drunken cobra pose. Tuck your toes and shift back to child's pose. And you might like a block between hips and heels in child's pose. If for some reason child's pose isn't comfortable, you can come through kneeling. Shoulders over the hips, hips over the knees. On an inhale, sit back on your heels. You can also do this through kneeling. And then open up through your chest. Exhale, plant your hands way out in front of you. Stretch your legs back behind you and rise up for cobra. Exhale, shift back. Child's pose. Full round of breath here, letting everything release and melt into earth. Inhale, sit back on your heels. Open up through your chest, whatever way feels good. Exhale, slither forward. Outer forearms hug in as you inhale the cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Your inhale, come to kneeling or sit back on your heels. Open through your chest. Exhale, get low, belly, heart close to the earth. Inhale, shoulder blades draw into the back of the heart. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, sit back on your heels. Open up through your chest. Exhale, get low. Inhale, root through the tops of the knees. Exhale, child's pose. And twice more on your own, moon salutation. Moving with your breath. And the next time you're in child's pose, stay in child's pose. Take a deep breath all the way down into your hips and let out a sigh. Again, inhaling slowly. Exhale and sigh. Come all the way to laying on your back with your scarf, your belt, whatever you got close by. And grab your block or your book and place that right underneath your buttocks. And just check that it's square underneath your buttocks and that none of the vertebrae of the low back are on the prop. And then from there, shrug your shoulders more underneath you. And you can rest right here, letting your bones sink into earth. Or you might stretch left arm and right leg long. It's really important you don't turn your head side to side in this pose. This is one of my favorite shapes to address asymmetries in the pelvis and the spine, and it can be a really nice release for the psoas and the low back. And the higher you have the prop, the deeper the stretch will be. And then slowly switch sides. Slow, steady breath. See if you can get your inhale the same length as the exhale. And then slowly bend the leg again. Release the arm by the side. Lift the hips, move the prop to the side. And pause here in neutral for a moment. Grab a hold of your strap and pull the right knee up into the belly. Strap up the ball of the foot, extending the leg more forward at first. So the knees line up, left leg is bent, sole the foot to the floor. And as you let the right hip settle into earth, press the ball of the foot up into the strap. Now, if you've got any sensitivities in your low back, this is a really good place to stay and to avoid going deeper or coming into the twist. You might gradually bring the leg more parallel to the wall, more perpendicular to earth. And make sure you're not feeling it in your knees or in the space 4 inches below the buttocks. It's your hamstring attachments. You might have to spread your toes and firm the muscles at the front of the thigh to clear your joints. Then bring the straps into the left hand. Release your right arm wide and slowly start to bring the leg across the body. Bring your right hand to your outer hip for a moment and encourage the hip to sweep more towards the front edge of your mat. And find a little bit of cow pose action in your low back, throwing the low back in and up. And then you can release the right arm wide again. And take one more deep round of breath here. Inhale, come all the way back to center. And bring your right leg a little bit lower. So you can bring your left leg up and your right leg down. Making sure the left knee is not locked out. And notice if you're taking all of your week's aggression out on the strap, and see if you can soften up on your hands a little bit. Let your head and shoulders sink into earth. And then some folks might start to deepen the stretch. And place the straps into the right hand and start to bring the leg across the body. No amount to sweep the hip towards the front edge of the mat. And then slowly release the left arm wide. And take 2 more deep rounds of breath here. When the third inhale comes, slowly come back through center. Bend the leg to release the strap to the side. Leg to the earth. Gather both knees up into the belly and gently rock side to side. And slowly stretch your legs out long for Shavasana. Feet a little wider than the hips. Palms face up. If it's not comfortable to lay flat on your back here, then feel free to get more comfortable. Bring some props underneath your knees, some support underneath your head. Lay on your side. Letting go of any sense of action or effort. Simply rest within the rise and fall of your breath. And feel free to keep resting here for as long as you'd like. When you're ready, begin to deepen your breath, wiggling fingers, wiggling toes. Bend your knees, roll to one side. And gently press yourself up to a seat. Thank you for sharing your practice, your breath, your life with me. And if you feel called to donate, I put some ways in the video and in the chat, some ways that you can donate via Venmo or PayPal. And I've got some yoga classes tomorrow and some ongoing virtual classes. So feel free to DM me on Instagram or to put a message on YouTube, and I'll give you the links to my full schedule.